to another video, and it's actually bookish this time, sort of. Today I'm going to be doing a recommendations video because it's been Lord knows how long since I've done one of those. So I'm just gonna get into that. If you've seen my Twitter post today, which is, I don't remember what day it is, I'm sorry. You know that I've been watching Chinese and Taiwanese dramas on Netflix. It started because I wanted to watch something and I was just like really interested by one like summary or one like description, and it goes from there. So I'm gonna get started. There's basically like one or two or even three recommendations per one that I recommend you watch, so I'm just gonna get right into that. So yeah, the first drama that I wanted to talk about is Love 020, and actually it's based off of a Chinese manga which I just found out and have been reading for the past few hours, and it's amazing. It's literally just like the Netflix show. So if you don't know what this is about, it is about a girl who basically is a gamer, and she's a comp-sci major in college, and she basically like plays this online game called A Chinese Love Story, and she's like one of the top 10 players. She's number 6, and she's the only girl in the top 10. So what happens is you can have like these online marriages in the game and then break up or whatever. So she ends up having one of these in like the way beginning, so it's not a spoiler, and then they break up and it's not a spoiler. So then that happens, and then she ends up meeting this guy who not only wants to become her online husband, but also goes to her school, and so does all of his friends in the game, and so does his friends go to the school. So it's basically about their relationship, basically the ups and downs of it, and it's a really interesting story. Again, it's a Chinese drama, romance drama that is. So if you like shoujo manga, like cute slice of life drama, manga, then this is sort of like the theme you like, or you would like. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth or anything, but so if I had to compare this show to any of the books on my shelf that I have read, one of them would be Geek Arella by Ashley Poston, because it's basically like this you're meeting somebody online sort of thing, and you don't really know who they are until they want to find out who you are. So I kind of related it to that story, and I also related it to Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Sapia, because it's sort of like the same thing where like it's like the online medium, like yeah, they're like all different. Like Geek Arella is like movie actors and you know other things like that, and then Eliza and Her Monsters are comic book related and book related, whereas this one's video game related. So I like how like these different mediums basically take place in conjunction to each other. I recommend those two books if you haven't watched Love 020. But I literally just binge watched the show. It has 30 episodes, so, and they're like an hour a piece, so like I did it within like a few days. So if you guys are really interested in that, like, let me know. So the next one is Fall in Love with Me, and I think this one is a Taiwanese, yeah, it's a Taiwanese drama. I just kept watching them over the course of a few months, so I just kind of got obsessed because they were all so cute. But this one follows a woman who inherits her brother's advertisement company, and it's like a small company, so like they're not as big as the bigger corporations who are trying to take them over. So then comes in this guy who's like this big, I guess like influencer, not influencer like YouTuber, but influencer in the sense of like he is this big head honcho sort of at this bigger corporation, and then he ends up finding out that like the girl's brother was like someone who like gave him a like baseball that had their logo on it, and so that's where he like finds her and everything. But it's also a case of mistaken identity as well, because he pretends to be somebody else because she just hates him, like hates the actual him. So he creates this alternate identity sort of, and it kind of all like catches up with him. So kind of in the sense of like hate to love, or like even sometimes mistaken identity, I'm just going to put out there The Heartbreakers by Ali Novak. This is a Wattpad novel which actually became published, and I read, and I think I talked about this on my channel before, so you can go check that out. I don't remember when I talked about it. But basically, the main character of this story, of The Heartbreakers, she doesn't really like the band that her sister is so obsessed with, and it's kind of like a One Direction deal, sort of, but she doesn't really like him until she kind of is like forced to spend time with him, and then she likes him, and I think that's sort of like in the case of Fall in Love with Me, is that it's like kind of like a, if you're forced to spend time with this person that you hate, you're bound to like them in some way. And then the next one is well, not obviously, but is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. And so they sort of, I kind of related this to them in the sense that in The Unexpected Everything, the main character, I don't remember any of their names, I'm so sorry. But the main character and the main guy character, at first, they went on a date with each other and they just didn't like each other, and then they ended up liking each other as, like, they progressed being friends and stuff like that. So, I think it was kind of like the same deal, what I could think of in relation to this drama. And the last one is actually, I think it's the first one that I ever watched, because I was bored a few months ago and I wanted to watch something on Netflix, so I wanted to watch something cute, and that is Accidentally in Love. And this is the story of a girl who, in the beginning, she is getting married, but she's not really for this marriage. She doesn't really want to. I think her grandfather is making her do it, her uncle, I don't remember which one. So he is making her marry this guy that she doesn't really want to marry, and then she ends up running away from her own wedding. And she goes to this university where her parents used to go, and her parents are now passed on. I think they died in a car crash. I don't remember. Or like some sort of accident. And she basically goes and kind of tries to find out like all she can about them. And then like she kind of finds, I don't remember what his name is, a lot of them I don't really know how to pronounce, but he's like this like popular singer in China, maybe? He's this popular singer, and everybody's obsessed with him, and she runs into him while she's running away from her wedding in this like town in an alleyway, and he ends up trying to sneak out of this party because he doesn't really want to be there, you know, he's just not like a big fan of it. And then they meet, and then they like, in order to hide themselves, they have to kiss, and they like absolutely hate each other from that point on until they kind of like each other. I'm not saying when, because I don't remember when. Such a cute story, and it was one of the first ones that like roped me into this like genre of like Netflix dramas. So it's interesting that I like watch these things, and a lot of these dramas are subtitled, so that's how I know what they're saying. I don't speak Chinese or Taiwanese. Is that how you say it? I think. So getting back to the book recommendation, I'm either going to, for this one, this one's like an either or situation. For like the first book, it's either The Heartbreakers by Ali Novak or Paper Hearts by Ali Novak. Like they kind of have that like same theme going on between them, and they have like that hate to love, as I said with the last drama, and yeah. And then that last one is actually, I have it over here, I just didn't feel like taking it out, but it's Obsidian by Jennifer Armentrout. If y'all don't remember, they basically hated each other in the beginning of the series, and then now, like, they were like in love or whatever. So that's kind of like, I was immediately thought of this, like, yeah, none of them really run away from weddings or like are pop stars, well, except for The Heartbreakers and Paper Hearts. But I just kind of thought like they went with the same general theme. So if you guys have any recommendations of what I should watch next, please let me know, because I'm kind of like on a binge and I kind of want to know what you guys' thoughts are and kind of figure out what to watch, because I just finished Love 020 and I just died inside because it was so cute. So thanks for watching. My name is Olivia and you're a bookish Breakers and I hope to see you soon with another video. Bye!